Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we'll be talking about Mortal Kombat 2. And yes, before we get into it, fun fact, Johnny Cage was actually inspired by Jean-Claude Van Damme's character in Bloodsport. They just couldn't get his likeness, so Johnny Cage was born. This film stars Adeline Rudolph, Karl Urban, and Jessica McNamee, directed by Simon McQuoid, and it came out in 2026. So, let's get into it. Mortal Kombat 2 follows Earth's fighters going up against Outworld to stop Shao Kahn from taking over. Simple premise, high stakes. If you like Mortal Kombat, Legend, Scorpion's Revenge, Kung Fu Hustle, or even Thor, this has similar energy. It's very action heavy, a little goofy, but genuinely funny. So is this film better than the first? Short answer, yes. The first film had cool fights and it was fun seeing characters unlock their arcana, but the story was messy. The tournament structure was very unclear, the Cole Young edition felt very forced, and that whole Mortal Kombat tattoo plot line just got abandoned when they needed Sonya Blade to get her powers, of course. Very convenient. This film course corrects a lot of that. Better story, more iconic characters, and fights that actually had me on the edge of my seat. The dialogue is a little corny at times, but honestly, it fits. The world building still has room to grow, but the grit and intensity of the fight scenes more than make up for it. The film splits focus between Johnny Cage, played by Karl Urban, and Katana, played by Adeline Rudolph. And look, having two leads is tough. One of them is almost always going to shine a little harder. Johnny Cage's arc felt a little recycled. Reluctant hero doesn't know his arcana, unlocks it in the climax. We've seen it, it's fine, but it's nothing exciting. Katana, though, she is the story. A princess whose father was killed, adopted by his murderer, Shao Kahn, who thinks she's loyal to him while she's plotting his downfall the entire time. That is compelling. I was rooting for her, nervous for her, and completely invested in how it would all blow up, and it does, beautifully. One thing this film does well is giving characters actual backstories that make you care why they're even in this tournament. Johnny Cage is a washed up actor. Baraka is the leader of an enslaved group of people. Katana is living a double life. Jade was pulled from the fighting pits and became Katana's protector and mentor. These details add texture. Speaking of Jade, her dynamic with Katana was one of my favorite parts of the whole film. Their relationship is warm and real, and watching it get complicated once Jade realizes that Katana is doing stuff behind her back adds genuine emotional stakes. Also, if you watch Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, you already know that these two have chemistry. It was a weird sisters reunion, and I loved every second. There's also a great detail with Jade's staff. Early on, Jax can't break it, and you're like, oh, okay, noted. Then later, we find out that it's made of pure jade and it can release a powerful blast. That's the kind of setup and payoff this franchise needed more of. Kano, played by Josh Lawson, was genuinely annoying to me in the first film. Here, he's much more tolerable, actually funny, and his mercenary logic makes a lot of sense in this film. My only gripe is that his reasoning for siding with Earthrealm is a little shaky, given that in the first movie he switched to Outworld, which also wanted to conquer Earthrealm, which he claimed he didn't want in this movie, so which one is it, Kano? Some deaths hit different. Sindel gone sooner than expected. Jax felt like a franchise mainstay, so that stung. Liu Kang's fate is genuinely unclear to me, and I just have questions. But the most baffling choice, Cole Young. The lead of the first film gets sidelined and then killed in this one. Was I ever a fan of adding a brand new character when the Mortal Kombat roster is enormous? No. But you made him the face of the first movie, let him do something meaningful here. Instead, he's barely present before he's gone, and it feels like the filmmakers realized he was a mistake but didn't fully commit to fixing it. Liu Kang also gets underserved, which is a shame because his storyline with Kung Lao going on a mission to help recover his soul is genuinely interesting. He's supposedly Earth's greatest hero, but the film keeps pushing him to the background. His fight scenes are great, and I just wanted more of his headspace during all of this. Okay, the fights, this is where the film absolutely delivers and was my favorite part of the film. Every fight had real stakes, real tension, and I genuinely didn't always know who was walking away. The brutality is there. When someone dies in a fight, you feel it. My favorite fight, technically, Liu Kang versus Kung Lao. My favorite moment overall, though, Katana switching sides and taking out Shao Kahn. The payoff on her entire arc landing in that one sequence, chef's kiss. One small gripe. Some effects looked a little off. Katana's mask is iconic, but the way it appears on her face out of nowhere and then she has to physically take it off was definitely a choice. Not as rough as the 90s version, but it did remind me of it, and not in a nostalgic way. Mortal Kombat 2 is a genuine improvement on the first. It's not perfect. The world building still needs work, some characters get shortchanged, and the dialogue will make you chuckle for the wrong reasons occasionally. But the fights are intense, Katana's story is compelling, and for the first time this franchise feels like it's actually figuring out what it wants to be. If you are a Mortal Kombat fan or just love a good action film with some stakes and personality, it's worth the watch. Thank you for watching my video. I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. If you have not subscribed, please do so to keep up to date with more of my videos. But besides that, everyone stay safe, have fun, and goodbye.